all over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out.
If you maybe been under a rock or something, you probably haven't heard about this. A big rock, okay? You haven't heard about this. LeBron James calls out the media.
Well, Soldier David under that rock because he didn't know about it.
Soldier David. Somebody get him out of the rock.
Hey, that's because they got him working all the time, man.
Damn. All right, read that for us, Eliezer. Just the title, and then let's play the video.
It says LeBron James calls out media for treatment of.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo.
Cut.
Pause
when
it
the
right
Kyrie
there.
thing was.
Now, look at that picture down at the bottom. That's the scariest part about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, I just saw that, and it looks like he'll bite the side of your neck. Okay, like the trachea. Yeah, like you look to the left and he's crawling up the wall somewhere. I'm just saying that's hella scary.
Casted in blade.
All right, but he was there while they were. I mean, you just zoom in and you see what's going on there. Jerry Jones was there. All right,
but here's old as hell.
Here's it. Yeah, he looks
so
old
do
as hell.
not age well, boy.
He is spoiled milk. You know he only 33. But no, what the media tried to say is he was too young to process what was going on. Right. So I don't know if we're gonna have time to pull it today, but Jerry Jones, they say he was too young to process what was going on. But with Dwayne Wade's son, they say he's old enough to make decisions. So
boy, ain't no way.
Everybody gets this justice and justification, but the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, that man is hideous. Go ahead and play that.
Justice for all.
Emmett Till was old enough to be
there.
Murdered.
You go
when he was 14.
There you go.
He didn't have they didn't give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Nah, ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. No. Like you said, we want justice.
Stephen A. the only one fell for that.
Right. Only one. Because he wake up thinking about his oppressor.
Damn.
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
What's going on? You guys were quick to ask us questions about that. Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America.
Pause it. If y'all don't know, it's called the Little Rock Nine. All right, they denied entry into the high school. It was 9 students. They were supposed to segregate the school. They didn't bring it in. Go ahead.
I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes. I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
Cut. Wow. Good job, Bron. That's right. You saved yourself. You was looking like a coon the last 2 weeks, brother.
Right.
Sheesh.
I hope it's genuine, man. That's all I got.
So, hey, the interesting thing is, guess what? That goes right back to what we brought out in Psalm 78. They are not like other men. Go to Psalms 58. They don't want to hear about their own lives, and they're going to cover that stuff up. They're going to cover that stuff up forever. Because they are brethren. They are brethren. They are confederate. They're going to always look out for themselves. They call it snitching when it's black people. They call it corporate code when it's white people. They say it's certain procedures and protocols. Because guess what? White people put snitching Before you can snitch, you already signed to an agreement that you can't go against me. Right. But black people, we ain't got that, so they call it snitching.
What's that? Non-compete?
Yeah, all these different. They got a million of them. You work for Chick-fil-A, you ain't gonna figure out how to make their French fries. You can't leave and go take my recipe.
Right.
Damn. You go to KFC, you ain't going to Popeyes and dropping my recipe off. It ain't happening.
Hell no.
Hey, even in the supermarket, in the frozen section, they got the Checkers fries.
Right.
They don't even taste the same.
Yeah. Dang.
This guy.
Bro, what are you talking about?
It made me forget what I was
like, where the hell did that come from? Like, this guy came with the left field comment. It's all good.
Psalms 58 and verse 3.
Checkers fries.
The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born.
They go astray as soon as they be born. These people are wicked as hell, man. Because they said he was too young. This is what he was doing when he was 15, right? So what do you think he taught his friends? What do you think he's taught his sons, his daughters over the years, his business partners? This is an NFL owner. Right. He's worth $14.6 billion. So he has a lot of people. He got a lot of people around him that think the same way he does.
Right. That's right.
But what I also want to illustrate is, that was in 19 whatever. Go to Isaiah 14 about the ancestors. Because everybody will say, well, I didn't have a part in slavery. Okay, you did. You had a part during 21, You had a part during when we were trying to integrate the schools. The new people gonna say, hey, I didn't have nothing to do with that. Yes, you did. You had a part with this and you had a part with that. Y'all do the same stuff every generation. Y'all doing the same stuff over and over and over again.
Right.
That's what you got to understand. Read that.
Yes, sir. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
For the what?
The iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers. It just so happened this dude is old enough to be 4 generations. Dang. So he still is, he's still living.
He's only 33.
Right. So he gonna have to pay for that. You got to pay for the things that you did because you are your forefathers according to the Bible. Just like we pay for the sins of our forefathers. You gon' I don't know what the hell. I didn't do nothing. I woke up here in America with a last name that wasn't given to me. I woke up in America here with no land, with no culture, with no heritage. I didn't do anything. But guess what? You woke up with all the riches. Yeah, you didn't do anything either. That's fine. You gonna pay. You gotta pay the same way we paying.
Cut that check, boy.
Right. Because they tell us, pull yourselves up by the bootstraps. Right. Well, I'm gonna say, pull yourself up by the chain shackles, Esau. You're going into captivity.
Yes, sir.
We gonna say the same thing to you. You gonna see what it feels like to pull yourself up by the chain shackles. You gonna see. Because we had to do it. But guess what? When we rule, it ain't no coming up. You gonna stay right where you at. It ain't gonna be no affirmative action. It ain't gonna be no
equal
opportunity employment. Nope. You gonna stay in the same position your whole life forever.
That's right.
Forever. Y'all lies, they are wicked and evil.
All right. So
the scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on I.U.I.C. TV. That's right, I said on I.U.I.C. TV.
Do you know your history?
I'm going to show you and prove to you that the Israelites are black, were always black.
Dance for time, just move up your body. Don't get loose and groove on the body. Bruise, whine.
Put on the armor, the procedure complete. Me nah go back, nah retreat. All traitors, every Jezebel must get delete. Me no sleep on a demon, me keep a full clip. Conspire me downfall, cause them want see me slip. Stay close to the real ones, we seal off and legit. Cause I gotta use them to keep your soul from the pit. This a war life.
So watch this. This is Jerry Jones' comment on what LeBron James said. Play that. I said play that.
If you heard about what LeBron James said about media disparity, and not that long ago he had said he's not particularly a Cowboys fan anymore. Did you hear what LeBron said, and would you have any interest in meeting with him and chatting with him?
Well, first of all, you have to hear me say how much I think of LeBron. And I couldn't. I don't know of anybody I respect anymore. I don't know of anybody that has taken every opportunity he's had and maximized it. He not only is an absolute great ambassador for sport, he has taken sports, he's taken his venues and used those platforms. I want to be sure that you know where I'm coming from. And it was made buttons pop off my vest, so to speak, when he would talk about how much of a Cowboy fan he was, and he would have made a great tight end. So
Pause that.
That doesn't change.
Hey, that doesn't sound good for one man to say to another man, "You make a great tight end."
No,
okay?
first he said he makes his buttons pop off,
right?
And then he would make a great tight end,
right? You know what's funny about that? Boy. That lets you know the mindset of Esau,
right?
Esau don't see you as a man,
exactly.
He don't see you as a equal to him. Like, yeah, you know. No, he's like, yeah, man, he could have been a good tight end, man. He did a great job balling, you know. I could have used him.
Hell no.
I could have used him, you know. Now, what he said, I don't really care what he said, but, you know, he's a great athlete.
Right.
That's all they see us at, entertainment. Right.
Yeah, Psalms 137. I ain't going to pull it.
No, let's go there.
Right,
let's go there.
Let's get it.
Because this is a prime example of how they see you. Imagine if, I'm trying to think, what if Tom Brady says, he wouldn't say that about Tom. He wouldn't say, yeah, well, I mean, hey, he could have been a good, no.
Tom don't make his buttons pop off.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Psalms 137 and verse 3. Let's read that.
Sir, Psalms 137 and verse 3. For there, they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
Right. They required of us to entertain them. A song, read.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth.
Mirth, laughter, entertainment. Entertain us.
Right.
All right. Read.
Saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Right. They want us to perform to the top of our ability, and all they look at us is for merchandise and a song and entertainment.
Exactly.
That's why he can't respect them. Because he sees them only as an.
But look what it said. It said they that wasted us.
Yes.
You know, so that go back to the point you made. This is how they look at us.
Right. Hey, obviously, it's when it says they required of us a song, that lets you know, hey, play tight end for me, man. that line up perfect.
Yeah,
they required of us,
ends.
like, man, come play tight end for me.
Yeah.
You're not a man. You're not able to get on me on mentally to examine my actions. I don't really care about that. That's the slave. He made a joke.
What?
But hey, I tell you what, that boy could have played tight end. He would have been a hell of a player for me. That's how you see it. That's how they see us, man.
He would have made my buttons pop all the way off. But made my jeans stand up straight.
Nigga, you got.
That is funny.
Oh, make my cufflinks. Nah, I'm done.
All right.
You going to the deep end.
I'm just saying.
What's next?
One too many tight end jokes.
Tight end. Go to the next one. Jerry Jones. JJ. All right. So
I was wondering.
this is Stephen A. and Jay Williams addressing the LeBron James situation. All right. Before we close out, go ahead and listen to that. Let's play a little bit.
And why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo.
Can we fast forward a little bit?
But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
If I just have a moment, Stephen A., should I look into the camera?
Sure.
I just want to specifically ask Jerry Jones to denounce racism. I think it's very important with where we're at in this time in history right now. I didn't hear him do that with Colin Kaepernick. His silence was heard all over the country as related to George Floyd. And here was another opportunity where, frankly, Stephen A., I felt like his answer felt to me it was above approach, right? He was above the matter. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Jerry Jones, our friend. I think that's very important. And I say that because I don't condone the 14-year-old kid doing that. Like, I agree with you. We're on the same page. 14-year-old kid, curiosity. But sometimes in life, there's good people and there's bad people. And what happened on his commentary when he was addressed about this, which he had multiple days to think about, the direct quote was, "I don't know that I or anybody anticipated or had a background of knowing what was involved. It was more of a curious thing. Why is Jerry Jones absolving the hundreds of people who were around him who had different intention? Why is he speaking for everybody's intention? When you could tell that maybe he was curious, but there were a lot of people there who weren't curious. There were a lot of people there who were racist. And that's okay to say. What was even more concerning for me is that when Kyrie Irving posts a pic of Hebrews to Negroes, we automatically come to the table by saying you need to denounce anti-Semitism.
Right.
But Jerry Jones didn't denounce racism, right? It felt like he deflected. And how come he didn't use words, Stephen A? Like that moment was a grotesque time in history. It was monstrous. It was ugly. Those kids didn't deserve that. But his whole approach, Stephen A, felt like he was above that. Now, I know there are power dynamics in how this whole situation works. Kyrie Irving is an employee, Jerry Jones, an owner of a team. And I get that people are going to say, well, at the end of the day, if it doesn't affect Jerry Jones's bottom line, then he's going to stay away from that. And what I'm trying to say right now, for where we're at in this time of history, you need to choose a side. Because that moment, Jerry Jones, the 80-year-old man, reminded me of the 14-year-old kid.
Right.
Still being curious.
Right.
And you can't be curious.
Bring it out, Jason.
You're in a position of power in the NFL, representing hundreds of black people that work for your organization. The players have asked you to speak up about things like this. I just feel like it was a very missed opportunity for him. Now, I'm not saying Jerry Jones is racist, but I need him to publicly address. And I'm also curious, Stephen A, what he has learned from this experience. We talk about holding people accountable, holding their feet to the fire. I'm curious about what he has learned from this entire situation, because that's what we asked of Kyrie Irving.
Bring it out.
You know,
there goes Stephen A.
I love what you just said. I actually want to thank you for what you just said, because I don't disagree with a single word. Okay. Here's what I want everybody to understand, and this is why I went off about it on my podcast, No Mercy, because you got people that wanted to come at me in the wrong way. I stand by what I said in regards to a 14-year-old in a still photo, and that's what you want to use to jump on them. You just highlighted there's plenty of other things to jump on Jerry Jones about. He ain't never hired a black coach. You didn't stand up for Colin Kaepernick and his rights as an American citizen to do what he did. You didn't speak out initially. You were actually hiding when it came to social justice issues, Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones would tell you.
So you see the back and forth. You see the back and forth. Hey, Jason Williams was bringing it out, man.
Yes, he was.
He was bringing it out, hitting some excellent points. I want to say something first, though. You can't expect the white man to join your side. I'm sorry, Jason.
Right.
This is the problem that you have. You think that this man is going to defend you at some point.
Apparently, he was there with them during that.
Sean A. Smith was there?
Yes, Stephen A. Smith was there during that moment. That's why he was curious.
Boy, ain't no wait, boy.
Oh, man. Go to Sirach.
Boy, ain't no wait, boy. Don't let them niggas in.
Yeah, go to Sirach 6 and verse 12.
Yes,
I want 12. I won't never trust
12 and 10.
12 and 10.
Swear to
Because this what y'all got to understand about the Esau.
Yep.
Huh? They cut the feet. They cut the feet. Oh, because we're watching the show too long.
Yeah, over 2 minutes.
Over 2 minutes.
Gotcha. No, I'm seeing
we on the Book of Faces, ain't we?
Yep.
There you go. All right,
okay,
let's keep rolling. Let's keep.
It say fair use. Somebody said fair use the devil.
Fair use is the devil.
Oh, hell no! All right. So can people still hear us or no?
Yes.
Are we on Facebook?
I think on Facebook.
Okay. All right. Well, hey y'all, we Baruch canceled the show
again.
So, all praise to the Most High. We'll use more wisdom next time. We got to talk during the commercials. I mean, during the video. So we'll be all right. Hey, but we appreciate y'all for joining in and watching the show, y'all.
Good show. Very good show.
Lord's will. We got more coming. And hey, I want to give a shout out to the IT, shout out to Soldier Duell, shout out to Officer Abel, shout out to Officer Yuri, shout out to the security. All right, shout out to the sisters that cook for us.
And give a shout out to Little Abel.
Shout out to Lil Abel. Shout out to the Most High in Christ, you know, for giving us the understanding, giving us mercy and grace. Shout out to the crew, Officer Mikey, Officer Baruch, Soldier Eleazar, Officer Eladar, Captain Kim. Okay, all pray. We back on. We
back on for the last 10 seconds
because we gotta pass it to what's called anyway. But before we really cut it off, pull up the picture of what Jerry Jones must learn. All right,
my man,
Jerry. Somebody send this to Jerry, please. So this is what Jerry got to do before we get off his back.
Yeah, bring it out.
All right. Number one, make it a little bigger. I can't see.
I got you, Cap.
All right, thank you.
Apologize for all acts of hatred and prejudice done against the so-called blacks in America.
So we want to hear him denounce slavery.
Yep.
We want to hear him denounce the Little Rock Nine.
Yep.
We want to hear him denounce the ADL for putting us on the hate group list.
Yep.
We want to hear all acts of prejudice and hatred. You gotta apologize.
That's right.
Next one.
Number 2, donate $5 million to Israel United in Christ to open up schools free of white supremacy.
So we need $5 million. We'll take that check or money order.
Yep.
All right. Next.
Number 3, sensitivity training.
Yes, you need sensitivity training, and the captains of I.U.I.C will be providing that with you.
Yep.
Read.
Number 4, meet with Bishop Nathaniel.
Right. You gotta meet with the bishop. Read.
To learn how racism has molded the black experience in America.
You're going to learn all about Deuteronomy 28 and the whole chapter.
Yep.
Read.
Number 5, give his African-American players 10% of all merchandising profits from the Cowboys.
So when you going to take care of your good slaves, now you got to get them 10% of every Cowboy jersey, every Cowboy shirt, every Cowboy two-piece. The players need 10%. Only the black players.
Boy.
Yeah, I like that.
And Hispanic players.
Boy.
Don't give Tony Romo no more money. All right? So that's what he got to do. That's what he got to do.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word, his word.